Hi, my name is Matt Bernstein with Skillhance.com, and in this lecture, we're going to be talking about tips so you can practice patience within your business. So tip number one, practice, and make it a habit. Let's start with something that sounds almost too simple, but trust me, it really works and is probably the most powerful tip on the list. It's also the hardest one to implement if you ask me. It's to simply practice patience at every opportunity that you get. We all encounter daily opportunities that allow us to practice patience. It could be waiting online in a grocery store, sitting in a waiting room at the doctor's office, or being on hold with the customer service department. Make it a habit to consciously practice patience in those situations. Don't forget about your family. Be patient and listen to your kids when they want to tell you that everything that happened today at preschool. Be patient with them when they want you to read the same bedtime story for the 30th time in a row. Be patient with your spouse, even when he or she forgets the laundry and take it out of the dryer again. All of these situations are good opportunities to practice being patient and putting yourself in their shoes. Instead of focusing on how annoying or boring it is to read the same story yet again, enjoy the time you have with your kids and think about how this repetition brings them comfort in their lives. Keep in mind that your spouse has had a hard day at work and plenty of other things to worry about. Forgetting the clothes in the dryer was not done to annoy you, but just something that happens. Fold up the laundry, be grateful that your family has plenty of clothes and a washer and dryer in the house, and move on from it. Pay special attention anytime patience is required in your business. Put a little sticky note reminder on your computer to help you remember to work through these moments when it's hard to be patient. With practice, you'll get better at being patient in everyday situations, and over time that will translate into being patient with your business as a whole. Tip number two, make a plan and stick to it. It's hard to be patient when you don't know where you're going. What makes it much easier is to have an endpoint in mind and plan on how to get there. Spend a little time this week doing some planning for your business. Put it all on a paper or Google Drive document. What do you want to get accomplished in the next 6 months? Where do you want to grow, and what type of growth do you want to see? Do you want to increase your website traffic by 30%? Or grow your email subscriber list by 3,000? Do you want to grow your Facebook page and increase engagement there? Do you want to come out with a new product and sell it to 500 people? Set your goals and come up with specific steps you need to take in order to make it happen. I find it's very helpful to include some dates as well. Specify an end date. That's when you would like to reach your goal. Then set milestones each month, week, day along the way. What do you need to do daily, weekly, and monthly to reach these goals? Once you have that all mapped out, it's easier to be patient and stick with your daily to-do list. You know exactly what you need to do, and you know you should see some results by your end date goal. Even if you don't end up making your goal, you should see some significant progress by then, as long as your strategy is solid and you're getting the work done. Tip number three, track your statistics. Sometimes it's hard to see progress along the way, and that can get a little bit discouraging. Your mailing list may be growing, but it's happening in small increments that are hard to see at first glance. And if you're working on a site's SEO, it could be weeks or months before you see any forward movement. But you'll see a little positive change in your statistics. I mentioned this before. You may not see your rankings for your main keywords improve, but as you tweak both on and off SEO, build links back to your website, and get good social signals, your traffic will start to slowly creep up. And that will happen long before these sites jump big that you're looking for. Tracking your statistics and seeing where you're going is starting to work can give you the motivation that you need to keep going. Track everything you can, because if you didn't track it, it didn't happen. Track your website statistics, your mailing list growth, your response rate, your social media audience and engagement. Track how advertising both online and offline is working. Track your customer list, your customer growth, and how much money they're spending per transaction. Keep track of your products and how well they're selling. If there's a way to track part of the business, do it. And then move back and review those statistics whenever you feel discouraged. Seeing progress, no matter how small, will keep you motivated to keep going. And another important reason why you should be tracking. Sometimes you won't make any progress no matter how diligent your work and how patient you are. We all do things that implement strategies that we think will work, but statistics prove us wrong. Tracking helps you pinpoint those and avoid working on something that won't bring you any positive results. Being patient for too long with something that isn't working is one of the pitfalls of business patience. It's something we'll cover more in detail in the next lecture, but I thought it was worth pointing out here as well.